Good evening, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
So we're doing a more of a serious corporate mouth this time around because I'm quite sure everybody's aware of what happened earlier. Well, last night actually. It's been reported all day long, and it's blowing up social media right now that Jussie Smollett from Empire was like attacked by
Racially.
racially, probably homophobically as well,
hmm
by two assailants in ski masks. Um, their ethnicity was presumed to be Caucasian.
Yes.
So, what we want to do is to actually talk about how could something like this happen in like 2019. Like, to be perfectly honest, like this is the second instance that I've heard of, like within the week. Like there was this guy on Instagram who actually got attacked. He posted it, and it didn't get. Of course, he's not like a famous person or nothing. But I saw it, and he posted a picture of his face. Like he was just attacked just walking down the street. Like nobody. They just attacked him because he was gay, and that's just like really sad. And he doesn't like look what you would call a stereotypical gay.
Yes.
And it's just like Jesse's not like that as well. So like, what does this mean? Like, are you just going around just attacking random people now just because you assume that they're gay, or because they are gay? Like, what do you think?
Well, I don't feel like I can't even say that. Like, well, different with Jussie because the fact that he is a public figure and he is on TV. But the look, like you said earlier, the fact that he's not what you would call a stereotypical gay is the fact that I feel like that should be a wake up call for all of us. Just like with the things with the Black Lives Matters, with the to me, with the I feel like the Gay Lives Matters movement. I mean, it's just like we have to feel like we have to pay attention to all of that. Like we've been losing countless number of trans women over the past couple of years, and like I said, even with some gays, and this is why we want to talk about Jussie, but it's kind of like also talk about like a wake up call as well. Like we need to stop separating ourselves so much. Like we got so much in the black community. We know how it is. How the black community is like, oh yeah, we straight, we gay, and kind of like to keep the gays together. But in the gays, we got 50 million other different categorized that I don't mess with them because those are all bottoms, or those are all trans, or those are the white gays, or those are the Asian gays. There's always something, and we are so divided. And even Jussie being like I said, since he's not a typical what you call stereotypical gay, it's like that could be one of us. That I mean, I don't have a wig, I don't have a purse, because you would think that like, that's only gonna be somebody that carries a wig, carries a purse, or that's gonna be somebody that just wears a wig, or that's gonna be a trans, because those are only ones they can attack, or it's gonna be somebody real flamboyant. It's gonna be always with those they attack, and no, we are all can be a victim at any point in time, and I feel like we all should. This should be a wake up call for all of us to support each other, to stand by each other, and do things to kind of like help each other get through these things. We should all be standing with Jussie, like we stand with the trans, like we stand with all the Black Lives Matter for people who've been killed by law enforcement and things of that nature. We should all be standing together as black people regardless. So I should feel like I should, because I was looking at all the heart pouring messages and support coming out from and I really just admire that, very proud that a lot of the people in the LGBTQ community is really standing up for each other right now. But what I have not seen is a lot of the straight black community saying much about it, because they feel like it's a hate crime.
Well, I did see.
I've seen a couple,
I
but
said,
not as much.
Rail, the comedian Rail, he said something about it. He posted something about it. I don't really like. Do you even really follow a lot of like straight?
I do, when I follow a lot of but I follow like mostly a lot of celebrities. A lot of celebrities and public figures are speaking out. But as far as your regular old Shaquanda and all them on your regular old timeline, I ain't seeing too much support for Jussie on that.
But one thing I don't like is that they are trying to make it like an issue of, because the guy was like apparently screaming out,
Make America Great Again.
Make America Great Again. They're like, oh, this is the reason why this happened, because it's Trump. But no, it's been happening. It's been happening for years, and nobody's never did anything about it. It's not like this is new. This is not Make America Great Again. It's okay, so it might be fueled by that, but it's always been some smoke there.
Yes. And
so it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's a difficult topic to talk about, so I always like just
Like, I was shocked. Like, shocked like shit. And I'm so hurt. Because he's, like, such a nice... He seems like such a nice person. Yeah. He doesn't do anything to anybody. Everybody loves him. Everybody who's taking any pictures with him, they all talk about how great he is. And I'm waiting on my chance to get a picture with him. But, damn, it's just like... You messing with a good person. Like, you actually fucked up a good person.
Yeah. And it's just like that. I just feel like it's a wake-up call that everybody should know that, like, it can happen to any of us. And I think everybody should be supportive of that. And it should be, like I said, a wake-up call that something need to change, y'all. We need to start speaking up, taking a stand, doing something. Yeah,
'cause my friend was like, hey, it's like, you're gay, and then on top of that, you're black. So you're black and
get it
gay.
double.
So you get it double.
You get it double.
We are all we got, black gay people.
True.
So... when you go around and you say, well, I don't want to hang out with that person because he ain't trade. I don't want to date that person because it's like you don't even want to be friends. It's like I don't want to be clocked, and I don't want to hang around with somebody who's too flamboyant. It's just like we are all the same type of person.
It's this attack on Jussie,
same people.
Basically, just should be a wake up call to everybody that we are all the same. They look at us all the same. Trans. Whether you're trade, whether you're flamboyant, whether you're not that gay, or however you want to classify, whatever category you want to put yourself in, that not that gay category, however you want to put yourself in it, we all the same, and we need to start supporting each other. Like even then, like when we're talking, like little off topic, but like when we were talking about like supporting each other in the things that we do, we don't support each other in nothing, and it's just like it's crazy. We all need to stand together. Like they say, you stand for something or you fall for anything. And now,
I feel like most people get their confidence of like, oh, I'm not that gay, so
it could happen to me.
I can be hiding and stuff. That niggas still will fuck.
I used to be like that.
You used to be like
I used to be like that. So I felt like, I don't walk around here, with a purse. I ain't got a wig on. So, I'm not trans. So I should be all right. They gonna happen to me.
With me. Yeah.
So it's just like.
I think in a way we've all done it. Like you even do it on the slightest, on the littlest things. Like when you first meeting a dude or you talking to the dude on the phone for the first time, you gonna give that deep voice. Like,
of course.
Oh, yeah, bro. Like, what's up, hello?
Yeah, what's
up?
What's up?
What's good, bro?
Like you gonna give that, but then when you start getting comfortable, that girl comes out. I tell you that much. And it's just like, it's really sad, like, why we can't even be ourselves. We're not comfortable being ourselves. We're not, and that confidence is shown in how we, allow them to treat us. Like, they can beat up on us because we don't even respect ourselves enough to be ourselves.
Well, Zavago says this happens on a regular basis, and it's only a wake-up call because he's a celebrity. Yet when we scream justice for our trans sisters, nothing happens. What do you feel about that? Because I understand what he means by that. Like we were talking about our different trans sisters and that things are happening to, but it's not really moving. Just because Jussie's a celebrity, it's like it sparks.
It's so unfortunate that it's just like it takes something like this to spark that, because most trans women are not in the public eye like that. They're really hidden, and they hide everything about them. Like you can't hide something about Jussie, but you can hide something about a trans girl who was just murdered just randomly because she was just living her life.
Right.
Like you don't know much about her. You don't know much about where she comes from. Nobody cares because nobody ever took the time to dig into her story.
Right.
But they might start now, and it just starts with people speaking out and people coming forward and, doing things like this, doing lives and doing videos just to bring awareness to what's really going on. And like, it just starts with everybody. Like you gotta be, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Right. And that's like, even like the fact that he brought that up, the sparks on me too, because when I hear about the trans things, like it's probably, I don't wish death on anybody, but I kind of felt a little disassociated with it because
like,
I'm not trans. So it's like it doesn't really apply to me. But I'm not gonna say like I like what he's saying about the thing about
it's just like because we kind of take it like, oh well, such and such a white person died, so
it's kind of like, well, that has nothing to do with me. And to basically kind of to support what he's saying, it's kind of like he's right. The only thing about the Jussie thing, because the fact that I felt like it kind of, what I'm saying is bringing it, even while we're doing the video, while we're doing the Corporate Mouth show right now on this right now, is because of the fact that you need to it makes you check yourself. So it's kind of like I had to check myself when it happened too, because when stuff happened to trans, I don't really be as concerned as I feel like I should be. But after this is like, this let you know that it can happen to anybody.
You should be concerned. You should. Nobody should be killed on the street because of who they are.
That's true.
Like trans people, they do not deserve to be killed on the street like a dog because of who
your
they
preference.
are.
All this is about a lifestyle that you choose to live by yourself, and a sexual preference that you have. You're not dealing with nobody. But we do know that the ones that seem to have the most and the biggest problem with it are usually closeted. Remember that. For those of you, all you out there that got those homophobic people.
You know, that's another whole thing. It's just, that's why we're wearing black today. We're wearing black and supportive. You know, everybody that
Someone
has been
says
attacked.
you look like Jay Ellis from Insecure.
Who? I do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment because he is
Absolutely
fine as shit. He is fine.
Let him go.
Thank you.
But just if y'all have any comments or anything about anything, because this is basically a live interaction right now of how,
like, you know, just tell us
what do
y'all
y'all
think.
feel
what
about
can we
the
do to
situation?
push things forward? What can we do to
Yeah.
bring awareness, like, so this never happens again? Because, you know, in my heart, I'm like, I want to hug Jussie and I want to say, you know what, I'm so sorry that this happened to you, and I would love to do anything in my power to make sure this never happens again, because it makes you scared. It makes you feel like, you know, you have to look over your shoulder, like, who's going to be attacked next? Is it going to be me?
Right.
Is it going to be Carl? Like, I wouldn't know what to do.
See, I think I love the fact that we're having this conversation, because I feel like you're taking a very Martin Luther approach to the situation. I love that.
You about to go Malcolm X on
Malcolm X on that ass.
You
Y'all need to
beat
learn
the
how
fuck
to
out of
fucking
you.
fight. Beat these bitches' ass. I mean, I've went out in places and I have not worried about
fight
anything.
Somebody that you don't know who's trying to attack.
But see, here's the thing: it's a persona that you give off. Like me, some days I like prime example. I was out of town one day. I'd hurt myself. Leg was hurting real bad. But I was in a place where I seen some people. I felt a little uncomfortable. But I walked in that motherfucker like, bitch, I'll beat your ass. Not knowing if a probably 5-year-old could have came and just tapped my ass, and I probably would have felt clearing over. But the persona that I came in there with, it kind of said, don't fuck with me. And that's how it went off. Knowing that, bitch, if you had thumped me wrong, bitch, you would have got everything you needed that particular day. And a lot of people don't do it. You can't, sometimes you can't let the fear get on you. You can't.
But
I'm not saying that's what happened.
Walk around and be afraid. That's like,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not a fighter. I've never been in a physical altercation my entire life. So it's like, I wouldn't know what to do if somebody wanted to attack me. Like, literally, I'm just walking around like, just probably like him. Like, who knows? He's probably never been in a fight in his entire life.
But as a celebrity, I just feel like he should have known better a little bit.
But he's walking around in his own neighborhood. Like,
first of all, Chicago. I don't go nowhere in Chicago alone.
How we change this in a lot of things, support each other all the way through, but we must vote for people that support us and are working for us. That is true.
That's true. That's another thing too. Our leadership is a reflection
of who we are as a person.
Yeah, it is. And somebody, I think let me go back. Dion Golden said, unfortunately, that's just the world that we live in, and it's just that hate outweighs the love in this world. And I think that, honestly, my personal opinion, I don't really think that anything that's happening right now is anything new. As far as the racism, the division between straight and gay, the division between white and black, the division between gay and gay, I don't think none of that's new. I think right now we live in a world where social media and everything is being filmed, where everything is brought to the forefront. So a lot of this stuff has been happening, but now we see more of it because everybody has a camera, everybody has a way to broadcast now. So it's like we see more of that happening now.
I think most people are like actually clamoring for that. Like, they want to know what's happening. They're waking up. It's like, you want to know what's bad is going on, because you see, like, okay, well, we have the president that we have these types of issues that are going on, so you're very vigilant of what's going on now.
Right.
Like, you're like, oh, I wasn't looking for that before, but the state of the world right now, look, I gotta be looking, because they attacking bitches. They
are attacking people. And I just feel like, as Malcolm X would say, bitch, you need to be ready. So, if you don't have...
I hope for the day that you do not have to fight.
Well, Martin Luther King said that in 1964, and it's 2019, ain't happened yet, so everybody go get a gun. I know, I saw it. So, that's just how I feel about the situation. It's just like, the time is now. It's time to beat bitches' ass.
No, I don't think you should go. I think...
we're going to take peace by force.
We're going to take peace by force.
Yeah. You will be peaceful, bitch.
let's see, what did he say? MAGA, Make America Great Again, was bad from the day it was brought out, and this president is pushing a terrible narrative. He has awakened the beast of his people.
He really has, because it's been out there, but now it's just like when he became president.
No, it's just
Here
like,
I am. It's basically what happened.
They was already awake. They just feeling strong enough to go outside.
Yeah.
You know, they've always been awake. They do it subtly. They used to do that subtle shit, like, you know, that little subtle, like, I'm a step in front of you in line, like, 'cause I think I'm better than you, or,
right.
You know,
that's what we dealt with first.
You know, when they trying to get at you on some intellectual shit, they'll hit you with one of these, like, listen, I wasn't trying to do this, and they'll hit you with these little pats, like,
right.
Bitch, calm down, because I'm, you know, this type of person, and you can't fuck with me on that level. But now they going ham chops, play along. They was talking about walls. They talking about I had somebody at my place of establishment talk to me about some walls. He said something about some walls, and I said, "What do you?"
Let's start with the fact that he got attacked by 2 hooded white men in Chicago. The bold is just out of control. Where a white person would ever feel like attacking anybody black in Chicago.
Stay strapped. I'm licensed to correct anyone who comes
Charles
from my fine ass. All right.
Charles Credit says the same thing.
Get a tool or two. All right.
Get your gun.
I need to get me one.
And it's not just for gay. I mean, it's black. Everybody just need to be prepared. Like, you just never know. Everybody has been seeing everything, whether it's the police brutality, whether it's the killings from law enforcement, whether it's the hate crimes with the homosexual community. Everybody need to be ready. And it's targeted black. And that's why I say black people need to be standing together, gay or straight. They don't care what you are at this point in time, as you can see. Mm-hmm. Gay, you are black. We are all the same. So black people need to start standing together. Like,
stop separating.
Stop separating all even with, and even you gays.
They call that apartheid, bitch.
All these different things.
We not all, you know, different.
Everybody, we all the same.
And then they all try to separate yourself, but just even based off of skin tone. I'm not that dark, so I'm not that black. Like, I'm light skinned, so, you know, I'm not that. I'm
light skinned, you know, we different. We better.
Different.
So it's just like, no. We're not doing that. Let's not
do that.
Let the corporate mouth just let y'all know that we are all standing together.
Yeah, today. We don't believe in colorism. We don't
believe in
like that. We don't like that. Oh, you think you lighter, so you better, you know, you darker, and you come straight from the motherland, and we just some whitewashed motherfuckers. Like, no, don't do that. Stop doing that to each other. Like, cause it's like, what did I say? It's
Mm-hmm.
like. Amanda said it. Amanda Seales. She said, if a black woman is in an altercation with someone in a place, and
mm-hmm.
she's there, you fighting her too,
right? Because
it's like you offend her, you offended me too,
right?
So if somebody jumps up out of their seat and say, you know, anything like nigger or, you know, faggot or something like that, and you there, and they not saying it to you, you should be offended.
You should be. But see, that's you're torn between those two things.
You ain't gonna sit there and say,
where your mom told you, like, you know, you grew up from your parents telling you, like, you know, we all black, we stand together, you know, they fight is your fight. And then you also torn between the fact where your mom don't tell you to mind your own business. So you kind of torn between the two. But I'm just saying at this point in time, it's like, we're gonna have to do something to stand together. But then again, it's like, how do you stand together when the police are against us too? So let's say y'all standing up to, you know, fight off an attack. Police come, they kill us. This is like I understand where the confusion is. Like when people just mind their business, which is me. Like when the police killings were happening, and it's like when the hate crimes happen, it's kind of like I really didn't speak on it as much because the fact it's kind of like, you know, I just want to mind my business. I don't need it to be me, so let me stay out of here.
What if it is you? Like, what if one day you get pulled over and it's your issue? What you gonna do?
Well, I have I got strictly Caucasian when I'm pulled over. Mind you, it hasn't stopped me from going to jail, but, you know.
Oh, my God.
At the point, I try not to die in the process.
That is so sad.
Like, and it's sad, but that's what it is.
A black person has to think about, am I going to die today? By getting pulled over, whereas a normal, regular Caucasian, other ethnicity person.
But you see that with Malaysia
would just be like, this would be like, Oh, am I gonna get a ticket? Like you're gonna try to give me a ticket?
Malaysia had to sit her son down and have that conversation. Like I'm sad at the fact I have to sit here and have a conversation with my son and say, hey, if you get pulled over by police, I need you to act accordingly so you don't die. And that's the conversation that we need to have right now. Because you got to realize the police brutality and killings ain't nothing that's just started in the past 5 or 10 years. It's been happening since, I would say before that, man, slavery then, but yeah, about 50s. You know, it's been happening for a while now, so it's not nothing new.
Murking our ass.
Yeah, it's always been happening. You know,
and they always try to twist it up and make it seem like we did something. It's sad.
Leona Watson says, it's everyone's responsibility to bring as much awareness to this epidemic. I agree, and that's what we're saying. Everybody should be bringing awareness. Gay, straight, we're black. Everybody need to be standing together. And my Sherry Hardy says that she thinks guns should be outlawed because they were originally hunting tools.
Sometimes you gotta kill somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody deserve it. You gotta.
Thank you, Leona. Leona said our show was one way to do that. That's what we're doing. This is a positive outreach today.
I live in a white town, and it's like so scary to drive here, being one of the only 5 blacks here. Baby, you need to move. Get on out of there.
That sounds like a witch hunt.
You can move. You better move. Go ahead and move.
I just think even
you live
then,
in an all white town.
But I think, like even what Leona said and what everybody, even counting what he's saying, it's the same thing. You have to look. It's awareness now. Like even having this show today. It's
Pack
awareness.
Your shit and move.
You have to be aware of your surroundings. I don't think being in an all white neighborhood where you don't feel as comfortable. I don't think that's the move to make right now.
We was driving to the cabins last year. We went to a white Walmart. When I tell you, we were the only blacks up in there, and we was gay. When I tell you, this young little white girl looked at me, she had to be at least 10. She looked at us. She was walking by. She was looking like this. Like she had never seen no brown skin in her life.
Actually, I was in Texas, and you already know they have plenty of those towns, and we were getting stared at by a bunch of little white kids, and they asked, like, her mom, like, told them to stop staring, and she just, like, basically casually said, "I'm sorry, they don't see black people on TV."
Ooh.
And I'm like, what?
This is the way life is set up.
And you would like to call the scene, but who does that when you know it's all white? Like, oh, it's okay, ma'am. Get in the car. Like, bitch, gotta get out of here.
I get that everywhere.
You gotta be aware.
How about that? I'm in Texas.
Pack
your
in
shit
Texas.
and
I lived in Texas for years. I know Texas.
No.
Texas is not the place. But I'm telling you, when you get in the police, ooh, baby, I'm just saying you have to always, especially in Texas, you have to be on it. That was in Texas. But never seen white people on TV. That was in Texas. Texas is not the one.
I can't live in no white town now.
My heart goes out to every black person that's in Texas. If you're not in like Dallas or Houston, and I'm talking about certain areas there, but you need to be in the city. If you ain't in those cities, I feel for you.
Listen, I cannot. But I was really legit like scared. Like I was like, don't do nothing ethnic up in here, baby.
Yeah, that's
they
what
don't
you
know
do.
what they doing. They don't know who we is. They don't know what they gonna do to us. They would try to. They was looking at us like, what y'all gonna do?
Cause when that happened to me, it was in the time. It was like during a time where the fads, everybody with the bandanas, and we not thugs, but the thug shit was really cool then. So it was like, child, we got fitted caps and bandanas. We ain't none of us thugs.
Bitch, have you ever been to a white McDonald's?
Where
the whole staff was white except for the one cashier that was black.
That's half. I've never seen a black. I've seen all white. I've never seen. If it was all white, I've never seen no black people in there.
I was scared of that McDonald's. The fries was good though.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you
it was fresh too.
That's not the story.
It was fresh.
But that's what I'm saying, y'all. We just wanted to raise awareness for today about.
They said they look at you crazy, but you find everything you need. You sure do.
I mean,
bitch, when I tell you that Walmart was immaculate, honey.
It's the pros and cons, and I think even with the Jussie Smollett situation, I think people have to realize that even him, like that, should be a wake up call for everybody. To don't feel like you fit the typical standards of a hate crime victim. To let you know that it could happen to you.
And that's what I saw. I saw a lot of that, and like a lot of people's like, that's not a hate crime. That's just racist and all this other stuff. They trying to belittle like what really happened, like. Why was he attacked then? It's not because he's black, because he actually half white, isn't he?
I thought he had something. I really don't know that much about.
I think he's had. I think they're like.
But you know how we do. You can drop a black nigga, but you black.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Well, he's still black, but I'm just saying like this is not like just a race thing. It's like all of it.
Darius James says, key phrase, yes, you are not excluded.
Who not excluded? I'm not excluded.
I don't know what he said. I don't know where part.
Wait, which part did you mean excluded?
I don't know. I just felt like it went on that because that's what it popped in.
I'm the only black store manager in the whole town.
Oh, sir, I need you to call me. Because I'm concerned for you at this point, sir.
You was trying to make a life there. You need to go, sir. You know, take your skills, take your manager skills, and trying to climb another corporate ladder somewhere else.
And that's what I'm saying about
in another town.
Who's that? Boss King Leo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just want y'all to listen to Boss King Leo to stand in his all white neighborhood. Listen, y'all.
Like
this needs to be a wake up call, not only for gays, for black. Y'all need to be aware of your surroundings.
You was poking that bear so hard, baby. And then you a store manager, you better not tell none of them bitches no.
I'm just saying.
I tell you tell them no. Who gonna be at your door? Yeah. Who gonna have a cross outside?
You gotta do something.
Burning.
Just saying.
You better move. Go on.
Y'all done watched enough of the 60s movies and.
What about that guy that Native American guy that those kids from that, what was it, like a Christian academy that they came from? All the little Christian boys, they all had on their MAGA hats. Oh. And he was just beating his little drum, just to symbolize like a protest in his own way about what they were doing. And they was all making fun of him and like heckling him and laughing at him and booing him and screaming, make America great again. And that brought that man to tears. Like he said, you're talking about building a wall, and there was never walls here. This land was for, Native Americans, and we never had walls here. It's for everybody. Like, right. He was really sad about it. Like, that's the world that they are creating, and these are the young people that are being raised.
Okay, Danita brings up something I want to touch on. Danita says, as a straight woman with 3 gay friends, 2 black and 1 white, I'm terrified for you guys, and it shouldn't be that way. I thought of you when I saw this, but I didn't want to freak out and call y'all. Why do you care about what someone else does with their life? And like, even that, Danita's been my friend for a very long time. She's always been supportive of me for a while. And I also like, because I know there's a lot of, we have a lot of straight people that's watching this as well. And I just wanted to bring that out there. Homophobia is really prevalent in the African American community, and the reason why you have a lot of DLs, you have a lot of things with HIV and all this stuff that's getting passed around secretly, where you have 1 in 3 people that are HIV positive and don't know, because a lot of black people make it so hard for a gay person to be comfortable enough to share that that's what they choose. As black people, if you're straight black people here, y'all got to be comfortable and embrace y'all family and support each other so they can be comfortable enough to come to you with this information. That's why we have so much division going on now. Y'all got to stop doing that, because you gotta have support. Everybody gotta have a support system. And that's what I'm saying, like I'm speaking to my LGBT community, is that we have to start supporting each other, because we have a lot of people in our community that does not have the support of their family, who's been disowned, who's been homeless and all this other stuff. So you never know what everybody's going through. And we spend so much time throwing shade and bashing each other so much and not supporting the dreams and the aspirations that we all set out for each other, that we just try to climb up. We try to climb up by jumping on the next person's back and pulling them down, instead of help lifting, as Monique would say, lifting your brother and your sister up. Lift them up. And it goes for people that's straight on here. Lift up your gay brother and sister, because we all family still. We all are still family. Gay, straight, bi, transgender, whatever the alphabets in the LGBT, because that's another discussion.
Queer.
Q, 8, 9, 10, ABC. I don't know what it is, but
you threw some numbers.
Yeah, whatever's in there now.
We
support all of them. So, and it goes for gays, because the problem is we can't ask for the straight community to support the gay community when we tear each other down probably worse than anybody else. It's so much division between the gay community. Like, everybody different. Like, you ain't masculine enough. Oh, I only like femmes. I only like bottoms. You a top. Oh, I don't do verse. Oh, they hoes. Oh, they this. Oh, they that. She trans. Oh, my God. He white. Oh, he Asian. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do this.
His dick small.
Yeah, it's always something. Oh, I don't like them. Oh, they think they all that. It's always something. I try to support everybody. So
I try to support everybody too, and I've never shunned anybody for being my friend,
right?
Just because of who they were. Like I have trans friends. I have friends who are feminine. I have friends that are masculine. I have friends that are in between. I have bisexual friends. I have straight friends. True. Like I befriend anybody who is nice to me, kind to me, and who can, just relate to who I am as a person and not just my lifestyle or whatever the case may be.
There you go. I agree.
Like, it should always be like that for everybody. If everybody thought like that, then the world would be a better place. But because people want to say, oh, well, I don't want to hang out with that person because I feel like that'll rub off on me some kind of way, shape, or form. Like, you are who you hang out with. No, you're really not who you hang out with.
You're not.
You are a reflection of the type of people that you can be around and love.
You are a reflection of the people's heart that you hang out with. That's what I feel. Mm-hmm. We may do the same thing. We all got the same. Everybody I hang with, we have the same heart. Some may be bitchy. Some may just be, into different things that I may not be into. But I hang out with people and I cling to people off their heart, their vibes, and who they are. I don't have to do everything that my friends do.
Who you telling?
We just don't. That's not how it is. I mean, you got to realize I have straight friends, really close straight friends, and which is weird because, like I said, they're black and they're straight men and they don't have a problem with me being gay.
And you know what? I've always loved that about a straight man who's confident enough to say, hey, I'm not gay.
Some wrong here now.
I respect the fuck out of you because you are living your life. And you know what? You freeing up the girls for me.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, if a dude is really that hard and upset with you for being gay, there's something deep there because... why are you mad? I'm not doing nothing to you. I don't want none of the girls that you got. Mm-hmm. I don't want none of the women that you could possibly have.
True.
I'm not stepping in your way. I'm living my own life.
Personally. And if you don't sleep with boys.
Going on? And if you don't sleep with boys and you don't care about sleeping with boys, me walking past you in the middle of the street should never, ever even faze you. You shouldn't even be like, ugh. You should be like,
walking past the mirror.
You be like, look at that motherfucker. He's doing his thing. That's what you should say. Like, look at him. Shit, he freeing up the girls for me. That's it.
Yeah, but we can go into it. It's a number of different reasons. Gays, you got to be respectful, too. Stop trying to holler at everybody's, ooh, that's the trade. And y'all try to jump on them. Be respectful.
Yeah, leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
Like, do not mess with straight men. Like,
leave them alone. If you're a certain age, you need to stop doing it anyway, because I'm telling you from experience, it goes nowhere. So just don't do it. If y'all don't want to, I want to trade man. I want a man that still got a baby mama and a girl. Trust me, you're wasting your time.
I want a DL dude with a baby mama and some girlfriends.
If you want that, you spend a lifetime of bullshit and not going anywhere.
Like you was on some fuckery and you need to get a life.
You should have passed that stage by now in your life.
If you should even never went to that stage.
I was young, and so you have to sympathize. We've all been young before, and you may not have done that in your past life, but in my past life, with one. I did more.
But he said he said it, but I didn't really believe it.
But I was young then. That's what it was interesting.
But he wanted to fuck with me. That's different.
Most of them do, but at the end of the day, you have to know it's maturity. You grow up and you learn from experiences. And I just think I'm talking about grown ass gays that still be going after the quote unquote trade. Like, grow up. You're not going over. Then we talk about, I want to be married. That's why you're married, bitch. You'll sleep with another bitch husband.
Who you telling? Oh shit!
You'll never be married that way.
You ain't never gonna be married.
God ain't gonna give you someone else's husband,
especially when he still like pussy.
I'm just saying, he ain't got a wet bonus hoe. She do.
Oh,
that's what I call it, the wet bonus hoe.
The wet what?
The wet bonus hoe.
The wet bonus hoe.
It's the wet bonus hoe. And men don't have a wet bonus hoe.
Word.
Word.
That's a word.
All right, so we're going to wrap up today. We just want to blow y'all ear off about this. We just want to tell y'all, justice for Jussie, justice for our trans sisters, and let the black and gay communities, merge, support each other, and do what we need to do. He going to give you the Martin Luther King stand, and of course, I'm Team X all day. So
now, look,
I feel like we need to get a little bit more feistier than we have been. So
a little bit more feistier?
Yeah.
You don't think I'm feisty?
No, you're not. You're real nice.
You should see me at work.
I'm nice too. I could probably
jump. See me at work. I've been getting.
Oh, that's different. Everybody got different faces that you put on.
Oh, I put mine on, baby.
So
I ain't about to let you sit around and play with me. You ain't about to play no games with me.
Okay, God is not gonna use. They said God is not gonna use someone else's husband, gay or straight. Period. So they used to gay people that got married and still they go give you the money.
Been some of them that got married to somebody else.
That's another discussion for another day. That's why we want to go too far off. That's why we can open up doors for a whole nother discussion.
All right, well, we do appreciate all of y'all listening to us today. This will be posted a little bit later on.
Yeah. So we have surprises in store for y'all coming up. The Corporate Mouth's gonna be doing some amazing things and interviews in the month of February. We got moves. You talking about
who we got, Carl?
I'm telling you, we got a stripper interview coming up. We got a director interview coming up.
Maybe he might dance.
We even got some.
We're going to get some music.
We got some radio shit coming up. It's some shit coming up.
Yeah, do a little damn. What kind of music is like? We gonna get twerk.
We gonna get it.
Twerk that ass.
I'm just saying. So y'all keep it. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, tell a friend. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We got some interesting stuff happening in the next couple of weeks. So y'all don't want to. Y'all want to start off with next week's show. It's gonna be. It starts from there. So y'all need to be ready for stuff.
So excited.
This year's been kicking off very nicely.
It's been real fun. It's been
Real
like a
fun.
whirlwind. He done got me tired, y'all. Tired.
Sure did.
Tired, baby.
I
Got me
took a
sitting
nice
in cars in the
itinerary
rain
every day.
When I tell you, when we did that photo shoot, I sat in the car and I had to pee so bad. When I tell y'all I had to pee so bad, let me just tell y'all this.
We had a
quick.
time crunch.
I had the time crunch my ass. Now listen, I'm already sitting there, and he telling me, he said 7:00, so I was there like 6:50.
I didn't know you was there at like 6:30. I'm like, why
I was
is he there
not.
that early? He's like, I'm pulling up. I'm like, we there on time. He actually said 6:15. No, 7:15.
Well, that's fine.
And you came at 6:30.
But I had to pee though.
You was prompt though.
Now when I tell you I had a cup in my car,
You did. I kicked it over. I think I had
did.
pee on my foot.
you probably did. Now when I tell you I filled that cup up,
You did.
I
It
did.
runneth over.
it ran us over. And I was like, God damn it. I had to pull off my drawers because a little bit hit them undies.
Well, so y'all don't think bad of me. That's not what's happening. We both work full-time jobs, and
He was like, oh no,
time
I'm on
is-
CP time.
Our off days are not the same, so we got it's crunch time.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this: if y'all black people want my respect, be on time.
I'm always on CP time because I have a million other things going on. So I'm like, I tried my damnedest to be on time, but it was a ball that weekend. I had house activities. And what happened was with the ball,
A ball.
I forgot about my house stuff. When I had booked all our stuff, I didn't know that it was an MLK weekend. And I was like, oh,
You didn't
shit.
know?
I haven't
What
been
kind of gay are you?
I have not been to Pride in I don't know how long.
Me
So it was
neither, but
said,
I know
oh,
what that is.
So what I did was try to shift everything. That's why we had that photo
Now
shoot
you know these-
on Saturday instead of
Now
Sunday.
you know these children need every excuse to be gay.
I mean, kids do. I'm not. I'm grown. I'm old. I don't need
How
that.
old are you?
Old enough to not be going to gay pride.
Who you telling me?
Just
All right,
saying.
well, I just want to tell y'all that little snippet that he ain't never on time for nothing, and we've been working really hard to have like all these nice things coming out for y'all. So just support the LGBTQ community, support the trans community, support Jussie Smollett in his time of need, and just be
And the
kind
black
to each
community. We all black.
and
Support all black.
everybody that's black.
Everybody that's black.
because they is beating our asses, and we is just sitting there just
just taking it and fighting each other.
and
Stupid.
fighting each other. Just
Stupid.
talking shit about each other,
Talking about
talking
each
about each
other.
other's lace fronts and all kinds of shit. Like these niggas talking about girls'
She
lace
gone
fronts
now.
and
I didn't ask for no commentary. I didn't ask you to put how old I was.
Why ain't do that to
I
you?
feel like you trying
They
me.
fucked you up. Come on, 3-3.
Everybody that's black.
He should have put a
Here
space
for
in between
everybody.
them threes.
I can deal with him in a minute. But
Oh.
yeah. Everybody's black. We all need to support each other, y'all. Everybody.
Y'all be good to each other.
Yeah,
Just-
we also have another, and it's a couple things. Y'all, it's a lot. Y'all just got to subscribe to the channel and our page, the Corporate Mouth on Instagram.
on everything.
And then we got a corporate.
Yeah,
Actually, we
everything.
just changed the URL. So on Facebook, just put in at the Corporate Mouth on our page. It pop up on there too. We got Twitter. We still gonna get into that because we still kind of old school and nobody likes to tweet. And I gave it to him, but he didn't want to do it.
We're gonna
And I don't
post.
really
We're gonna
wanna
post
do
some
it either.
nudes up there. It's gonna be somebody else's though.
More likely be
It ain't gonna be mine.
He's always.
I'm never naked no more.
I sent the press. We had a press release. I sent pictures. All nude. All you.
You was a fucking liar.
You the hoe.
I'm
That's why you had to play the evil part. And I was class.
not a hoe.
I was
am
dressed in
single.
white.
Single people can't be hoes.
I don't know what show you're watching.
The God,
But
single people can't.
I
be
got
hoes.
this from Forever 21 or H&M. I think it was Forever 21.
He got it from
21.
Ross.
Yeah.
Ross.
Oh, I tried Ross, but they didn't have nothing cute in there.
Ross.
I had it. You know
TJ
me.
Maxx.
You got to the wrong person. I go to all the places.
He went to the bargain bin.
First of all, I could try you. I try the Goodwill first. And I will have some Goodwill pieces on. You best believe me. I'm a bargain shopper. If I got on something expensive.
How much was this?
I'm sure it was a bargain. I had a gift card and one. I'm telling you, I said whatever it was, it's either if it's expensive, y'all can look it up. If it's
It
expensive,
was-
I had a
It
gift
was
card.
$6.99.
If it wasn't that much, then I paid for it. If it was like $20-$30, yeah, I bought that. Anything over like $40, yeah, I'm not. Leave it right there.
But shoes though, $40.
No, I can't even say that. I get my shoes from special places and special people to where I don't have to pay that much for those either. I don't spend over like maybe $90 on shoes.
Well, that's not big.
Unless it's for like, I'm dating somebody and they want like a pair of Jordans, I buy it for them if that's what they really, really want. I don't own Jordans. I don't do that.
You're not single no more, right?
Mm-mm. I'm not.
Oh, okay, damn.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get no shoes. That's so great. I'm so happy for Carl's not single anymore, you guys. He's off the market.
Yes.
Did I bust you up?
Y'all still don't even know who my man is because I ain't got time.
Yes, keep your single life. I mean, your
Keep it
private. Keep it
private
private.
like
Keep that
private.
private like private. You know.
Oh my God, he telling.
What is he saying?
He shows telling. All right, y'all. Goodbye.
All right, we gotta go.
We gotta go. All right, talk to y'all later.
Congratulations, Carl. He getting married. He getting married. Woo, he getting married.
Then it's why I got old and cheap. Bye, y'all. Tune in next week, though. We got a lot of stuff to show y'all next week. So
yes, we're gonna tell you about
subscribe,
it.
tell a friend. Okay.
Yeah, tell a friend.
Patrice, I'm his man. Show live.
Ooh,
that's my baby right there.
They're gonna be fighting in your
All right,
Bye,
y'all. Enjoy the corporate mouth. Until next week. That's my signature. I'm trying to say.